Hello, everybody. Kelly Acheson coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Hello. I see so many people popping in here. I just got a chance to look through the comments on everybody that was a little bit early. Sarah and Debbie and Corinne, welcome. Jan is here. I see that Loanne Linfers, it's her first time watching. She says she's been watching my replays for years. Welcome to Alive. They're so much fun. I'm so happy to see you guys here tonight. We've also got a question from Mary Land. Mary wants to know, she said she didn't get in time to join my team, but, whoops, hang on, I'm hitting things. Can she still order from me? Mary, of course, you can always order from me. If you join my team and you drop for whatever reason, you can always still order from me, and I so appreciate that. Ooh, I see we've got Wendy here and Michelle and Courtney. Welcome, you guys. North Carolina is in the house. The Dakotas and California and Oregon and New York and Minnesota. And who's here from Honolulu? I'm so jealous. I just saw Honolulu flash across my screen and now I cannot find it. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Ooh, Audrey from the North Woods. I love the North Woods. I just was on Facebook earlier today and I saw where we bear hunt, somebody put their hand down next to a wolf track and said, I just want you guys to be aware, we all know there's wolves here, but this wolf walked right by my dad's house. It's a little frightening, right? Yeah, we've got Pamela from Minnesota, Meredith from Oconomowoc, Colorado, Utah, Michigan. Yay! Yes. Connie says wolves are taking over Dean's camp. Yeah, that's not a good thing. It's a little frightening, right? Florida and Maine are in the house. Nebraska. So we've had quite a week here. I didn't realize till I started thinking, like, what happened this week? It seems like it was a million years ago. By the way, tonight is March 3rd, 2024. I can't believe it's March already. We had a really pretty nice day. It was windy here in Wisconsin. But, oh, I know somebody from Rio. Donna is coming in from Rio, Wisconsin. I used to work with a lady. What was her name? I'll have to think on that one. I used to work at a big law firm in Madison, and there was a lady that worked with us that was from Rio. She was in the accounting department. So yeah. Anyways, we've had this big week here. So first of all, whoops, why did that do that? Hang on, I've got to get my live isn't playing here and I don't know why. Come on, live, let's go. Yay, play. There it goes. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Snow in Alberta, Canada. Yeah, I'll bet. It was like 60 degrees here today. It was sunny. It was windy. And I actually went out and went for a walk. Yay me. Steve's been like getting on my nerves for many reasons. But one of the reasons is he keeps saying, you need to get out and walk. You need to get some exercise. You need to get out and walk. And he is right. So I'm glad that he's kind of been like a chihuahua at my heels, right? Because I really do need to get out and walk. And so I did that today. And I know this may not seem like much, but I walked a mile at a very brisk pace. I had to put my hood up. I felt foolish because it's 60 degrees. I don't like wind in my ears. Like, it'll give me headaches and then my ears burn and I just don't like it. Oh, Audrey said she walks on her lunch hours. Yeah, I don't usually have a lunch hour. I go downstairs and I eat and I come back up here. That's what I do. So anyways, I went for a walk today, so that was nice. Joe just asked how Steve is doing. So Steve got sick and he's been getting sick on and off, kind of like I have, but only more recently. But I was dealing with it since October and I'm still good, you guys. I'm feeling 100% now. But Steve got sick a couple times in the last week. And the second time he got sick, he was better then, and then he got sick again. I had to take him to the ER. He was so sick and he was having trouble breathing. And I thought, nope, this is an ER visit. So we went to the ER, and he had influenza A and pneumonia. So I'm so glad that I took him in. They gave him some powerful antibiotics, and I went and got him some cough medicine. I don't know what, who knows what to buy. And I always think Robitussin is good. So yeah, so he is improving. Now he's mad, and he's kind of ornery. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't blame him, but geez, because it set him back again. He was going to the gym every day. He's, you know, trying to get things back on track, and now he's got this. And so now he's tires out easily, but he's not a guy who likes to be tired, right? So anyways, I fed him. I made him food. I made homemade waffles and bacon for breakfast yesterday. Like, I have been feeding him like a celebrity chef. Maybe not like that, but anyways, he's been eating. So, yeah, men are babies when they get sick. You're not a kidding. Good grief. My dad was totally opposite, and I am so much like my father. My dad just wanted to be left alone. Just, you know, just leave him alone. He'll ask when he wants something, and that's the way I am. Just leave me alone. Let me just be in my misery while I'm sick. If I need something, I'll let you know. And my dad was not whiny, but most men are. We know, right? Like, nobody's ever been sick except them. And who was I talking to the other day? Like, it's like, yeah, Jessica, my niece. I said, yeah, you know, when men are sick, they just can't even function. When women, mothers, are sick, they still have to get the kids up, they still have to feed the kids, they still have to try to function in a household, they still have to do the things, right? I know I shouldn't be giggling because pneumonia is very serious. That's why men don't have babies. Exactly, Judy. Okay, enough slamming Steve. So Steve did say something super funny, 2 things, but I can't remember one of them. And I laughed, and I thought, I got to remember to tell my people this, and I forgot. Oh, thank you. Who wants to see my nails? Ready? Oh, everybody gets to see them. You're going to be forced. Look at how pretty. Well, let's see if I can hold them up there. Yeah, isn't that pretty? Purple's gone. I went with a burgundy color, and I really like it. She did a really nice job, so that was fun. So anyways, are you guys ready for this? Here's the funny thing that Steve said. He was standing in the kitchen. He's cleaning his glasses. Like, he's just concentrating, cleaning his glasses. And I'm just happened to be in there, whatever I was doing. And he goes, John's crapper took a beep. I went, what? He didn't say beep. And he's cleaning his glasses. He goes, yeah, out there. And I kind of only half heard him, so I went and looked out the window. Sure enough, there's John's toilet laying on the curb out by the road, waiting for the garbage people to pick it up. That was hilarious. So there's my John report, but I have more. I have two more things. I was downstairs in the kitchen. It was about 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I've been pulling a lot of late nights. And all of a sudden I see this white panel van coming down the street really slow, and it's got its blinker on like it's going to turn in our driveway. Connie's laughing. Joe, I'm glad I could entertain. And I'm watching this van out my kitchen window. I went to, I don't know what I was doing. I was washing my hands at the time. I'm looking out the kitchen window, and it turned right in John's driveway. And I'm like, well, isn't that odd at 3 in the morning? You know, there's been those cars parked out there that when you look out the window, they leave. But I said to Steve, I said, who's that panel van the next day? Who's that panel van that pulled in at 3 in the morning? He goes, that's their daughter and her husband and the kids. So we had a discussion. We don't know why they drive a big panel van. Like, it's a 15-passenger van. I think they got 3 kids, but it's not really our business. Anyways, there's John's story number 2. Number 3 is when I went for my walk today, I ran into John's brother, who has the giant Mastiff dog that's like this tall. I think his name is Harvey, but I can't remember for sure. I should have asked him because I thought about it. I'm like, I'm going to tell my people You guys are my people. I'm going to tell my people about this, and I can't remember the dog's name. But anyways, oh my gosh, he's so gorgeous. I love big dogs. I cannot lie. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous dog. Anyway, so 3 John stories all in 1 week, you guys. Yeah, I think people are starting to come out of their house now in Wisconsin because we kind of hibernate a little bit, but we've had a really mild winter and we're a little frightened about the lack of snow because, you know, that saturates our ground when it melts. And if we don't have that moisture, then we're going to look at a really dry summer with a lot of fire hazard. You know what I mean? Like Texas is burning. I haven't watched the news in a couple days. I'm hoping that they have that under control. But we have our South Park, which for those of you that are new, South Park is some land that we bought, just a little bit of land, in the middle of the woods. And it's in the middle of the woods. So if there's a fire over there, it's going to go up like a, you know, like that. Whatever that saying is, it's going to happen. So we're getting a little nervous about that, but it's only March 3rd. So we could get a ton of snow before this is over. Just saying. So, what else happened this week? I went to my sister-in-law, Barb, lives down by Milwaukee. She retired after 25 years in the healthcare business. So I got to go to her retirement party. And we actually got a hotel because we were going to stay overnight, but I bought the insurance on it because I get my stuff through Travelocity. And I bought the insurance on it because Steve was already not feeling good when I booked it. And then, of course, he couldn't go anyplace. So I'm glad I got the insurance, only at the end of the day, it didn't really matter. Because I called Travelocity and they said, oh, no, we'll take care of this. Don't worry about it. And then they emailed me and said, oh, sorry, you're screwed. Like, you paid for the hotel and we can't do anything about it. I'm like, wait a minute. I've never bought travel insurance in my life, but I did this time, and I'm not eating $136. So I got on a chat with them, and some very nice man took care of me, and so I'm getting a full refund. Gosh, why do you have to fight so hard for everything? That is exactly what should have happened in the first 5 minutes that I contacted them when I had to cancel, but anyways, I got my money back. That's all that matters. Luann wants to know, when is Molly's birthday party? Well, that's a very good question. Dawson's birthday party, Molly and Dawson celebrate, they were both born on March 7th. And Dawson's birthday party is on the 10th. I have not heard anything about Molly's birthday. So, waiting to hear from her mom to see when that is. But I want to thank you guys because, yeah, Diane, they did not speak English, and that was another whole frustrating thing. Thanks. Molly and Dawson have been getting cards, and as those cards come in, you guys, I'm setting them aside for them to open. So once they open their birthday cards, then I will show them to you because I can't wait to see them myself. So, yay. And Audrey says her daughter's best friend, kind of like my daughter, has a birthday on March 7th also. Molly will be 13, Margaret. 13! Dawson will be 2. So, yeah, I got to go bowling. I told you it was a busy week. Yesterday, Haley calls me up. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, working. It's my standard answer. And she goes, yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to do something with the kids, but I don't know what. And I said, well, let me know when you figure it out. So she calls back. She's like, we're going bowling. I'm like, I'm in. I am the worst bowler ever. But somebody on my Facebook, when I said something about bowling and shared some pictures from our bowling, Kathy Ballard said that she got, I think she said a 9 one time. A 9. I've never gotten a 9. But I told her, here's my big tip, and you guys should all follow this if you're not a good bowler. Put those bumpers up. It's a lot more fun. Bumpers are the bomb. So we bowl with bumpers. I'm terrible, Connie. So here's what I do. I've got that heavy ball, right? And no matter how light it is, it's still too heavy for me. And I go like this, and when I throw the ball, I always go like that with my hand. And so thank goodness I'm a bumper bouncer bowler. That's the ticket. Everybody, you got to use the bumpers. So, yeah, I'm really jealous of people who can bowl good. I'm not one of them. I've always been terrible, but I still like to go bowling. And do you know, bowling is not for families anymore. Because here's what happened. We walked in and said, we have 4. We have 2 adults, me and Haley, and the 2 babies, right? We need shoes, and we want to bowl 2 games. $79. We went, well, what? $79. We said, how about 1 game? And then it was 50 something. So that really stinks. I know prices are going up, but I don't envision this bowling alley being in business much longer because their staff was horrible. Their kitchen was rude. Their carpet is ripped. Val actually was walking and there's slits all over in the carpet where it's just come apart. And she tucked her toe in and almost fell in one of the places. It was, I know, Connie, why so expensive? This is not an upscale bowling alley. Like, it's pretty low down the totem pole. So, I don't know. Anyways, we had a blast. The kids had fun. Then we went to the arcade that's in there. They got a little arcade and they had so much fun playing the games. That didn't cost much. I bought a $5 card and it seemed to last forever. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, bowling used to be a cheap night, Deborah. I know. $79. And that's not even the worst of it. Haley went over. She's like, I'm going to go to get a pizza and some root beer. Sounds good. She goes over to get a little pizza. You know, it was like this big. It was oblong. And a pitcher root beer for us, and she got some little pretzel nuggets you dip in the cheese. $30. It's $100 day. Yeah. So bowling's out. So, anyways, I am super excited tonight. I am going to be making cards with you using the soon-to-be brand new Simply Zinnia collection. You guys, it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. I have been playing with it all afternoon. I've got a million ideas. I was out on Pinterest yesterday looking for layouts and color combos and fun folds. And that's what I do. I go out there and I just look for things. And I put them all into my little private board. And then I go back and go, okay, this looks like a good one to use with the Zinnia. Like, I like this layout. I'm going to use it with the Zinnia. So Anne says the Zinnia colors make her happy. For those of you that might not know what I'm talking about, this is not released to the public yet. Zinnia. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Ah! Suzanne says she has the bundle. Demonstrators were able to pre-order last month. And that's one of the great things about joining a team. If you don't want to build a business, that's fine, but you can be a discount shopper and you get to get in early on this stuff also. So we have had this baby in our hands for a month or so. And so I finally got to play with it today and I absolutely love it. I think I'm going to design my swap cards. I'm going to Houston next week for our On Stage. Stampin' Up! Is hosting an On Stage conference in Houston, Texas. And I have to make 2 different swaps. I joined the theme Thank You Sympathy cards because I'm always looking for ideas, and fun folds because, well, you know. And so I have to design cards for those 2 swaps. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I've got some fun cards for you tonight. So we're going to be playing with that. I'm also going to be showing you, oh, by the way, hello, this Zinnia, this whole Zinnia deal, it's called a collection. It is part of our new online exclusives that come out on Tuesday, March 5th. Yay! I'm so excited. Sarah said that the sequins are not available. I know, I found that earlier today, which was kind of a bummer, but I used something else, so we're going to be good tonight. I'm still going to show them to you because they are going to be back. But yeah, so Zinnia's for the win. And, oh, hang on. I have to run over to my printer. I forgot that I printed out my newest online class. So when I turn my camera around, I'll be able to show that to you. We have prizes to give away. Who said that? Zinnias are their favorite. Nancy said she loves nothing more than a vase of fresh zinnias every week. I love to grow them because they're really easy to grow, and I will put seeds in my planters, some of them, and grow my own zinnias because they're just so pretty, right? Okay, Prize Patrol. Yay! First of all, I have 2022, 2024 pearls. These are the in color pearls. Now, I also want to tell you guys that these colors are retiring. And this catalog that we have, the big catalog and the mini catalog, go until April 30th, I believe. Let me take a little look-see. These are not my glasses for reading. So, April 30th. These are retiring. So what I want to tell you is, if you love these colors, which I love all of them, make sure you get yourself some extra cardstock. If you don't have the ink refill to go with your ink pad, please make sure you order that. And I recommend you order it before retirement is announced, because once retirement of these in colors is announced, everything is gone. Like, boom, people buy it up because they know that they're not going to be able to get it. So get these while you can. These in color pearls, let's get back to our prizes, shall we? I have Mary Ellen Ryan for commenting on my last live from last Sunday. Mary Ellen Ryan, I do not have your address. So you're going to need to email me. And my email address is Kelly, Kelly, at, not like how I did that, at AStampAbove.com. I know Margaret says she's so sad all these bright colors are going to be leaving. I know. And Trudy's going to be in Houston. Trudy, if you see me, please come up and introduce yourself. Mary, that was my mama's name, Mary Ellen. Aubrey. So these are going out to Mary Ellen Ryan. Please make sure you message me, email me with your address. That's for commenting. Next up, I have a whole package of the Lighter Than Air 6x6 Designer Series paper. Oh, this is so, so pretty. This is for commenting on my last live. And I have Melody Miller. This can be yours if you email me with your address. I do not have Melody's address either. Again, my email address is Kelly, Kelly, at AStampAbove.com. So collect your prize, Melody. Next up, oops, wait, where did my little card go? Oh, it's in the, never mind. Okay, that's on my end. Next up, oh, let's chat. This is, Mary Ellen. Is that Mary Ellen? No, that's Melody. Mary Ellen Ryan. Yes, yay! You're here. I'm so happy to see you here. Make sure you email me with your address, okay, Mary Ellen? Let's chat. Super fun little stamp set. This is going out to Deb Hanneman from Ottawa, Ohio. And this was from the drawing from everybody that placed orders with me in the last week. And by the way, congratulations, first of all. Congratulations, Deb Hanneman. This will be on its way in the mail. I do have your address. Whew. So, thank you to everybody that placed orders with me in the last week. I sent out a ton of the kits with the excellent eggs. Excellent eggs. Remember this little cutie? Yeah. Oh, here's the blue one. Everybody got a kit to make this little egg and 2 other Easter cards. Super, super fun. So thank you guys. I just want to thank you all so much. Wait, I'm going to fall off my chair. I like to sit on the edge of my chair and sometimes I almost fall off. I know I shouldn't tell people that because it makes me seem a little unstable. You know. Okay. I think we are ready to turn the show around. I have just a couple more things. Mary Lynn says, are you going to do an online Zinnia class? This is a free class right now. This will go on Stamp Happy Academy. So when I do my free card kits 3 times a month on my Sunday Night Live, it's a free card kit that you can get for placing an order. If you are a member of Stamp Happy Academy, the PDF goes on there so you can access that. And of course, when you join my team, you get a membership to Stamp Happy Academy after you place your first discount order. All the PDFs for my classes are on there for you. 10 online classes go on Stamp Happy Academy every month, right? Plus the live, that's 3 more classes. That's a premium membership. Or if you're on my team, you can get a live only membership. But everybody on my team that places their first discount order when they're new, they get a membership, a basic membership to Stamp Happy Academy. And that has a value of $19.95 a month. That's just the start, you guys. Join my team. Connie says SHA is the best. It is the best. Okay. I think I'm ready to turn this around. I want to show you all these beautiful new products. And again, you guys, these aren't available until Tuesday. So you're going to have to like rein it in. Hang on till Tuesday if you want to get some of them. I do recommend you do not wait because these are going to be highly popular. Just throwing that out there. But if something does go out of stock right away when it goes live to the public, please know that Stampin' Up! Will be ordering more. We have been told that online exclusive items that are in a flyer that we have available will be reordered. So they won't be like, oh, they're gone. They're going to be more. So that's good news. Okay, hang tight. Thank you guys. I see my team members just popping in here. It really is so much fun to be part of my team, you guys. I can't even tell you. There's so much more that happens behind the scenes than what you see right here on my live videos. Let me get you situated here. Then let me find my translucent. I'm going to add a few of these because I know that glare can be kind of annoying. I'm getting used to it. And I love this glass mat. This was a join special during celebration. I really love this glass mat. I keep it on my desk and use it all the time. Okay, I see another light right here. And I never know where those lights are going to show up until I get my camera in place because it changes if I move my camera. And there's probably another one in here someplace too, but I'll have to wait just a minute. Okay, first thing I want to talk to you about. Latte Love is our newest online class. This is a class that I do with Barb and Dina every month. You can get the whole product line with some rose gold DSP, a little bit of linen thread, and the ribbon embellishments bundle and designer series paper for $113. That includes tax and shipping. When you order option number 1 from me, you get the online class for free. Like, that's our thank you very much for ordering this collection from us. So that's $113. Option number 2, if you already have the bundle, if you already have this stuff, you can get option number 2. And these two include pre-cut cardstock for 6 different cards, video tutorials for all, written instructions, photos, dimensions, the whole deal. Option number 2 includes the pack of embellishments, which I'm going to grab here. Hang tight. Because I have all of this stuff sitting over here waiting for me to start designing cards. Oh my gosh, you guys. Here's the stamp set, Latte Love, and the fabulous dies. Good grief, they are so cool. And we like the option of like metal elements with the dies, so that's why we added in the rose gold designer series paper. So yeah, that's going to be really pretty with this whole thing. Right, so here's the bundle. We're going to add in, oh look, I squished that. We're going to add in a little bit of linen thread. You're not going to get a whole roll of it. Here are these fabulous, they're called adhesive backed swirl dots, and they are so pretty. I love them. And oh, I haven't made up my DSP sampler, you guys, but this is how I make them. I just print out on a piece of cheap white cardstock, not Stampin' Up! Cardstock because, well, you know, I'm a little frugal about that. And it's got the colors, the coordinating colors are listed on the back of the designer paper, the item code, and it's an online exclusive that goes live on the 5th of March. So here's all my 2x2s in here, and I'll add these all on here with some little snippets of these colors. That's how I make my DSP samplers. I haven't done that yet, but I did get ready today. Here is the ribbon. So option number 2 gets a half a roll of this ribbon. So that's 5 yards. So that's pretty cool. This is the designer series paper, which is so pretty. I cut it to make my DSP samplers. So here we go. Got this and this. Isn't that just rich? The hearts, some more rich, some ink splatters. This looks like my kitchen counter, my floor all the way out the back door, and my back door. Because Steve spills coffee. He like leaves a whole trail. He's like a snail with that coffee. Not even kidding. Look at how pretty that is. Cups. Look at how cute that is. Ah. Plaid. Coffee beans. I love these little circles. And some more fun coffee ideas. So this is our online class. You can get option 1 for $113, option 2 for $45. Both include pre-cut cardstock for all 6 cards, PDF, video tutorials. Option 3 is maybe you like to cut your own cardstock. Can't imagine, but whatever. Or you're outside the U.S. If you're outside the U.S., you can't get kits from me, right? But you can get the PDF, or you can join Stamp Happy Academy and get all of our PDFs included with your membership. So this is the Latte Love online class. You're going to find this on my blog. My blog address is right here. If you go there when we're done, you will see this graphic. And then there's a little thing where you can click more to open it up to be able to get the registration link. But this is going to be a hot class. I have had registrations coming in already like crazy. And I think I just put this out there on Saturday. So that's been exciting. And oh, the other thing that I want to tell you is please know that this is a pre-order. This will not be available. The PDF will be completed by March 29th, and the kits will ship out on the 31st. So we're in a pre-order mode to see how many of everything I need to get and cut and all the things. So I just want to make sure you are aware of that. All right. Latte Love. Okay. If you are new to me and you need our current catalogs, we have a fun spring mini catalog. We also have our annual catalog. I would be happy to mail these to you. Pop me an email at Kelly, K-E-L-L-Y, at AStampAbove.com and give me your address and I can get those catalogs out in the mail. I would love to earn your business. We're going to wait and talk about that in a minute. I do Trusty Tools Fun Fold class. This was using that Trusty Tools paper and the bundle, the cork rounds, the metal 3D embossing folder, and also the holographic trio specialty paper. A gorgeous class, all fun folds. I have a couple packs of these left. So if you are interested in that, you're also going to find this graphic right on my blog at that address. Look for that, click on read more. You'll find the registration link. I only have, I think, 2 left, so just know that. And here's the information for Stamp Happy Academy for those of you who may not know what I'm talking about. This is the best stampers website in the world, hands down. I am a little biased. My friend Dina, Barb, and we have created this website. I think it's been in business for about 2 years, over 2 years. There's over 140 online classes on here that you have access to. $19.95 a month includes 10 online classes per month, and special events are included like catalog kickoff parties. You don't have to pay a registration fee for stuff like that. Premium membership is $34.95. That includes all 10 of the online classes plus 3 more live classes from us and the special events. You can find all of this by just Googling Stamp Happy Academy, or you can go to this address, stamphappyacademy.ning.com. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. If you're a stamper, this thing is the bomb. I can't say enough about it. Okay, I told you that I would show you these new online exclusives, at least what I purchased out of here. So first of all, we have this Happy Little Things stamp set and Happy Little Things dies. So there's just 2 dies in here, but they cut out all of these little sayings, right? And I can't hardly wait to work with this. I love a good word set, and I love the fonts on these. And you've got the open letters that you can color in. So much fun. Again, these are coming out on Tuesday, March 5th. Happy Little Things. Next, Oh, I am in love with this Sweetly Scripted. Do you remember we had a stamp set like this many, many, many years ago that had the lines on each end? I love this. Available March 5th on Tuesday. The other one that I had to get because, well, it's super duper cute is Filled with Fun. It has this little wagon with presents or flowers, some sentiments, all the little goodies, and the whole set of dies. I thought this would be really cute for, I can make general cards with the flowers in it, right? But good for kids' birthday cards. So that's kind of what I was looking at here. I was thinking I would make up a whole set of these and give them to Haley as a gift because she's going to have birthday parties that the kids are going to be going to pretty soon, right? So she would appreciate that. Then we have, excuse me, Fun Patterns Embossing Folders. Look at these flowers with like the little rainbow dots around. Oops, hang on. I should have run these through. I didn't do it, but look at how fun that is. Well, let me see if I can. Here, let me put that on some white. Does that make it look better? I don't know if you can see it. But this is a set of folders. You get both of these. Hang on. I haven't used them yet. So we've got these cute triangles. I don't know if that makes it better or not. And the flowers. And again, these are called Fun Patterns Embossing Folders. So 2 in 1 pack, which is really nice. And then Drizzling Droplets. Oh, I love this. This is going to be so pretty. I'll definitely be using this, all of these actually, in the future, but I can't wait to start using this. This is a big background stamp. So, pretty cool. I love things like this to do those fun backgrounds. And then Comforting Thoughts. And this is a great word set. And it's all about comforting thoughts, just like the name. We're going to be using this on some of the cards we're making tonight, so you'll get to see that in action. All right, let me move these out of the way. Oh, Michelle says she still has both old sets like this. Ooh, I love those. They're so fun. Okay, let me set these off to the side so I can get started here. All right, I am going to bring in, oh, by the way, you guys, please give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up really, really helps me in all the magical analytics of the internet world. I really appreciate it. Click on that like button. And please share this video. Someplace on your screen, there's a share button. I don't know what you're watching on, but I'm watching the comments over here on my iPad. And I've got a share button right here. So when I can click that, and it'll say, where do you want to share it to? Share it wherever you want it. Wherever you share it to, it is greatly appreciated. And this is my current host code. I just changed it today. This is brand new. So the cards we're going to make tonight are part of a card kit. And you have to use this host code if your order is under $150. If it's over $150, don't use the code. You're going to automatically get the kit from me as a gift. But the kit is free. It is a gift. And you will find this information on my blog. When you spend $35 in my store before tax and shipping, you are going to get the card kit to make the cards we're making tonight. I'm going to share with you. Plus, you get a gift PDF with some additional card ideas from me. That is a given. Every time somebody orders from me, I give you a PDF gift with some more card ideas. If you spend $50 before tax and shipping, you're going to get the pre-cut cardstock kit. Plus, you'll get that PDF that I give to all my customers, and you'll get a global special tutorial. And I think this month, Lighter Than Air, the hot air balloons is the global PDF. So tons and tons of ideas. And if you don't have those particular bundles that these PDFs have in them, please don't sweat it. You got dimensions, you got video tutorials. Some of these are fun folds. You'll enjoy the layouts, the color combinations. You can use it with other products that you have. If you spend $75 before tax and shipping, you will get a pre-cut cardstock kit, the monthly global PDF, the PDF I give for all my customer orders. Plus, you're going to get the embellishments that I'm using tonight, a whole pack of them. You must use the host code right here. You can find this on my blog with this particular class. So you're going to see a little thumbnail when you go to my blog at www.AStampAbove. You're going to see the Zinnias, and it's going to say free card kit. Or actually it'll be March 3rd live replay, I think is what it says, YouTube live replay. But you go in there and you're going to see all the details. You'll find the host code there, okay? All right, so I took care of all of that. I actually have a kit cut up here, so when we're done making the cards, I can show you what a kit looks like. And part of the Zinnia collection is the Flowering Zinnias paper, which is just drool-worthy, hands down, right? I know Linda says, I love the Zinnia set. I know. Thank you guys so much for the likes and shares. I really appreciate it. So this is a brand new embossing folder. And again, this stuff isn't available until March 5th. And this is part of our online exclusive line. So we've got this embossing folder. Can you guys see that really good? I hope my lighting is doing it justice. It's so, so pretty. This is a 3D embossing folder. It's a big one. This is called Zinnia 3D. And I absolutely, who doesn't love an embossing folder, right? But this is so pretty. So I wanted to share that with you. Let me set this over here. Oh, let me get my little note out of here. Where did that go? Here it is. Set this over here. And then these are the embellishments that are part of the collection. These are called Adhesive Back Shiny Sequins. They are out of stock. I think we may have had some stocking issues with these. So they're expected back in the warehouse April 29th, which was too long for me to wait for them for this particular card kit. So I decided to use the beautiful rhinestone, iridescent rhinestones, which are also pretty, but these will be back in stock, and I'm excited about them. The other part of this collection is the Simply Zinnia stamp set and the dies, which are so fun. And I was a busy girl today because I took all of those dies and I die cut them so you can see. You know, this is like, oh, what does that do? Who knows? But here we go. Here's all the dies die cut. And I absolutely love it. I think there's 16 in here. Oh, let me change my glasses because these are not my reading glasses. Those are my read the screen glasses. 15 different dies in here. So this is a fantastic collection of products. Okay, I'm going to set these over to the side. We're going to start stamping. Did you guys want to see this paper in real life? Who said yes? Yeah. Notice how I did that? So I cut this up so I could make my DSP sampler. So let me just show these to you. They are so happy, right? Look how happy this paper is. It is so pretty. Beautiful, beautiful patterns. And then, of course, it's got a gazillion coordinating colors that go with it. And just as a reminder, you guys, those are all listed on the back of the paper. If you're ever wondering, you don't have to wonder for long. I think this is my favorite of the neutral patterns. That, you know, I don't know if you call them neutral, but whatever. That's what I'm going to call them. But yeah, all of the colors, the coordinating colors are listed right here. You might have to get your magnifying glass out, but they're there. And I love that. Let me set that aside. The other thing, this just makes me happy. This is Berry Burst, Old Olive, and White Glimmer Specialty Paper. Let me pull this out so you can get the full effect of this. Oh, look at how beautiful. Berry Burst makes everybody happy. And then we've got white. And this is the really nice glimmer paper that doesn't shed glitter all over the place, you guys. It's super, super nice and not messy at all. Remember when we first started having glitter paper and it just would like get glitter everywhere? I love this new stuff that does not do that. And you get 3 sheets in here. Let me make sure. Yeah, 3 sheets. So you get one 12 by 12 of each color, Berry Burst, Old Olive, and white 12 by 12 Glimmer specialty paper. This will be available on Tuesday, March 5th also. Okay, I think we're ready. I am going to get my supplies out here. So, and I've made, in a couple of the cards that I'm doing tonight, I've made alternate cards using different designer paper or different colors because I always like to do that. And I think you guys like it too. So, is it a sweet? Helen wants to know. All of this flowering zinnia is called a collection. And there is one number to order all of it, only it's not going to work because these are out of stock. But you can get the paper, you can get the embossing folder, you can get the bundle, you can get the glimmer paper, everything except these. And again, it's called Simply Zinnia is the whole deal. If you do a search for this, you will find it in the online store starting on Tuesday. Okay, here we go. I'm so excited. We are going to be using Memento black ink. Oh, I should look. Hang on. I'm lagging a little bit behind on my iPad. Let me see if I can get up to snuff here. I think I was. You need to get bifocals so you don't have to change glasses. Marcy, I have bifocals. I have no line bifocals, but for some reason, I could read my phone sitting here. That's the one thing I need these other glasses for, is to read the comments on my phone when I have the camera facing me. I could read it if I stuck my nose up in the air and looked through the bottom of my glasses, which is not an attractive look for anybody. Not gonna lie. So I will not do it. I change glasses. Nobody wants to see up my nose. And I'm going to see if I can get this in here to cover up that light. Did I do a good job, you guys? It's delayed on my little iPad screen over here, so I can't really see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just gonna keep moving along here. So one of the papers that are in the Flowering Zinnia DSP is, hang on, I'm gonna drag it out here because I really think that it needs to be seen. Oh, I see it's a little high. Let me pull it down just a little bit. Okay, I think I got it, you guys. I think we got it. I know somebody was telling me last time and I missed what they were saying. Move down. Thank you, Sylvia. Look at this. I love it when they do this to our paper because you can cut it right here and you can make 6 cards out of 1 sheet if you use these front panels at 4 inches wide, right? So I decided to take advantage of that. And again, this is part of the card kit that I am going to be giving for orders. And by the way, that goes from today, March 3rd, until Saturday, March 9th. You put an order in, minimum $35, you're going to get this card kit for all 3 cards. So let's get started. I am going to use a Lemon Lime Twist. This is one of the coordinating colors with the Flowering Zinnia DSP. And Connie says bifocals suck. I spent so much money on them and my $1.25 cheaters are better. Yeah, I hear ya. 4 1/4. It's, you know, it's the alternative. Like we have a lot of birthdays, right? That's what my eye doctor told me. This is all happening because, well, birthdays, which was super sweet. But the alternative is to be dead. And I would rather have the bifocals. So, right? Connie, I'm sure you'd agree. 4 1/4 by 11. And I've already scored it here at 5 1/2. This is Lemon Lime Twist. And I'm going to burnish that edge good. I have a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece for the inside. And then I took this Designer Series paper, which was that big piece that I just showed you. I'm trying to grab it here. And I cut this out. So what I did, you guys, is I cut this at 6 inches. So 6 inches is half. And then I took this and I used the top. I cut off the bottom to make this 4 3/4 long. So 4 wide by 4 3/4 long, cut off this bottom, okay? So I wanted that white to stay on the top because I just really think that's very charming. All right, so what we're gonna do, I am going to do the inside of my card first. And I plan on using the sentiment that says sending flowers and thinking of you. That could be used for anything. But in this case, I'm using it for a get well card. I've needed a lot of those lately. So I figure I better get stocked up, right? I'm hoping I don't have to use them, but so on the front, sending flowers and thinking of you. On the inside, I am going to take the sentiment. Hang on, I'm trying to grab the stamp set and then things are falling. I'm going to use the sentiment from this Comforting Thoughts brand new set coming out March 5th. I'm going to use the one that says, hope this is a feeling better kind of day. And I see that my stamp is crooked on here. I'm a little weird about that. I have more success stamping images or sentiments when they are straight on my block. I don't like them to be crooked. Even though I can see and it's photopolymer, I don't care. I don't have good luck if they're crooked. I hear Steve downstairs. He's watching a movie and it's really super loud. And I find that really funny because he always complains about me having the TV too loud because I got all kinds of things I'm doing and it needs to be louder. I can't hear it. And he'll be like, oh my gosh, it's so loud. And I want to go down there and just turn his volume down just out of spite because he was cranky today. I'll see if he wouldn't have been cranky. I probably wouldn't even say anything. I'll let it go, you guys. It is kind of funny though, because just because. Okay, so I've got my lemon lime twist. And what I wanted to do with this is I want to stamp off once from my inside. So when I have a great big stamp like this, I like to bring my ink pad to my stamp versus the other way because then I can see what's going on here. If you have a smaller stamp, it just all goes in the ink pad, but this one, not so much. So I'm going to bring in just a sheet of typing printer weight paper. I'm going to stamp off once, okay? And we're going to use second generation ink on this. And I'm going to stamp this right in the middle of my inside layer. And I know it's pretty hard to see. It's very, very faint, but my idea here is you can write right over it. And I really love that look. I think that's really pretty. Then I'm going to grab my Memento Black and I'm going to stamp my little sentiment. Hang on, I got to get this down here so I can make sure I get it straight. I'm going to stamp my little sentiment down here in the corner so that I have lots of room to write. And if you don't have a lot to say in your card, just write big. There's my tip of the day. Just write big. And as long as we have that happening, I am going to take my envelope. I've got a medium-sized envelope here. I'm going to stamp that with the Zinnia's full strength. Yeah, Patricia says, don't poke the bear, Kelly. I know, right? I'm reading comments here. Tina says, quick question. If a discount shopper places an order through you, can they also order from the pre-order list? No. You can only order from the pre-order list if you order as a demonstrator through your own ID number. So that, yeah, because here's the deal. If somebody wanted to order through me and they wanted this bundle, I'm only allowed to have one during the pre-order period. I can't order a second one. So that creates some problems. But that's a really good question, Tina. So thank you for asking that. All right, you guys. Isn't that so pretty? I know, right? Okay, next thing we're going to do. Let's get this inside our card. Let's not. We're going to wait. We're going to do all our stamping before we start messing around with gluing stuff together. We're going to take this, again, 4 inches wide by 4 3/4. And we're going to put it in our paper cutter, and it doesn't matter. I'm just going from here to here. I'm just cutting this at a slant. You don't want to be too slanted, just like that. There's no measuring here. We just cut it. I know. Did everybody gasp? Are you like going, oh my good Lord, what is she doing? Don't worry, people. This is not my first day. It is a little stressful though, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to bring this top piece in here and I'm going to put it on my card. And because it moves around a lot, I am going to just add a little bit of glue to the center. I just want to tack it in place. I don't want to glue it down yet because if I screw this up, I do not want to lose this whole piece of paper. I can pull this off with that little bit of glue and grab a different card base, right? Okay, so I've got it nailed down here. Listen to me. If I screw this up, nailed down, good grief. Clean up my vocabulary a little bit. Okay, I love this. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to have to stand up, make sure I can get this straight. Avis wants to know if she's able to order past card kits. No, actually, they're only good the week that they are offered. So that's a really good question, Avis. Thank you for asking. Yay, success. Let me close this so I don't get inkety place. All right, you guys. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come in and glue this down the rest of the way. I could pull this off, or I could just add some glue around the edges. Whatever works best for you. You could use a mini glue dot and just kind of nail this down a little bit. Oops, I got glue on the edge there. I don't want that. Let me wipe that on my pants. I actually vacuumed my room today. Yeah, it was pretty messy. Okay, look how pretty that is. Okay, and I've made this so that it is short enough. It was only 4 3/4 to leave this space. Now, if you get to yours and you think that you need to cut some more off because it's not giving you enough space for your sentiment, cut it off the bottom. You can just cut off little slivers. And I see my Y is getting covered up here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know if I want to use this one. Let's see how I do here. I'm just going to cut off a little bit. Make sure your blade is sharp when you do that. Otherwise, you'll just have kind of a mess. Let's see if that's going to work better. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, so we can just glue this one down. Thank you guys so much. You're so sweet. Oh, you're welcome. Carol says, thank you for the great idea on the inside. You're welcome. I love doing pretty stuff on the inside. You know, there should be no naked insides to cards. We have all the tools at our fingertips to make everything pretty, including the envelope, right? Like, if it's the difference between getting a card in the mail or you just don't have time to go get the stamp set out and stamp an envelope that you forgot to do while you were making the card, send the card, right? That's when I have naked envelopes because I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't make any envelopes to go with this. I will send the card naked with a naked envelope because I do not want to keep people from getting cards just because I might not have time to do an envelope. But do your envelopes while you're doing all this stuff, right? I try always to do that. So here comes our iridescent rhinestones. And again, when your order is over $75 with me this week through next Saturday, which is March 9th, you will get an entire pack of these beauties. Isn't it pretty? So this is a really simple card. You can do this with just about any type of designer series paper. And I am going to go ahead and put my inside in here. Gosh, my stomach feels like it's hungry, but right before I came on, about 15 minutes before I came on, I went downstairs and had a little bowl of soup. Friday, as I was taking care of my patient, I went to City Limits. If you guys are local, City Limits has fantastic Friday night fish, but all day Friday. And you can get super salad. And on Fridays, their soup is clam chowder. It is the best clam chowder soup I've ever tasted in my life. It is so good. So we get the little container that goes with the fish dinner, but I also bought a big container of it so we would have more. That's how I roll. So I had clam chowder. What did you guys have for supper tonight? Nancy's asking about the host code leaving. Nancy, that isn't taking place for a while, so I'm gonna tackle that when it's closer to that time frame, and that's also a demonstrator thing, and a lot of people don't care about it. So when we get closer to that time frame, we'll tackle that host code issue. We'll figure it out. It's something that has to be figured out. Okay, so this ribbon is part of the Duo combo pack, and I'll show you. It also has this petal pink that goes in here. Petal pink is actually a coordinating color with, look at what I did. I gave you guys enough ribbon, I will give you enough ribbon in your kit that you do not struggle like I am right here. You always have to make sure your ribbon is long enough to do what you need to do. Oh, Kathy had barbecued chicken, baked potato, and a salad. You know what? I always love baked potato with anything barbecued. Like, that's my go-to. I'm just trying to tie a knot. Here we go. And keep it tight, you guys. Good grief. Hang on. I just got tangled up in my ribbon. Tie a knot. You can do it, Kelly. You're a professional. There we go. I just was holding it wrong. Good grief. So, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I went to visit my mom too. Went to visit my mom and didn't realize that my camper was completely out of propane because I stay in a camper when I go to visit my mom. She's got my sister and kids living with her. So I like the camper because it's quiet and it's my own space and all the things. And thank goodness I have an electric heater and a heated mattress pad that kept turning off in the middle of the night. And every time it did, I would wake up cold. But it was 70 degrees last Tuesday when I got to my mom's house. And by the time I went out to go to bed, it was 8 degrees, snowing like crazy with gale force winds. It was full on blizzard. Absolutely crazy. Sloppy Joes and fried potatoes. Ooh, Mary, I love fried potatoes. I made Steve American fries this week. I fed him really good. Sauteed onions in scrambled cheesy eggs and American fries with toast. Yeah, he ate good. Look at this, you guys. Isn't that so pretty? And other than this, which took me longer than making the whole card, it was pretty simple, right? Oh my gosh. So I made this. This is part of the card kit for this week. You will get the designer paper. You'll get the cardstock. You'll get a piece of ribbon, all the things. The only thing I don't include is envelopes. Here, let me find. Okay, here is my other card that I made. Exact same card. I used the combo pack of ribbon that has the blue, the pink, and the lemon lolly in it. This is the designer paper from the Zinnia, but just a different pattern. Inside is a little bit different, right? And I have my envelope stamped ready to go. So now I have 2 Get Well cards. You could take a whole pack of that paper and make up a gazillion of these, right? That would be a really nice thing to make for a church or maybe a assisted living home. They could use Get Well cards. But yeah, super easy, super fun. Thank you so much, you guys. All your kind comments are so sweet. Patricia said she would have gone to the house and slept on the couch. Well, Patricia, here's the thing. The couch has somebody sleeping on it. So when I tell you that I sleep outside, there's a reason. Yeah. Okay, next up, let me get out. Oh, we have to clean some stuff here. And I really love my camper, and I didn't get super cold. Like I said, I just woke up. My electric mattress pad kept turning off, and somebody said, maybe it's got a timer, an internal timer on it, that it only heats for so long. And it's like, well, I would like to be in charge of the timer, not my mattress pad. But the heater kept it pretty warm in there. And I thought I had more propane. I was just too lazy to go outside and change the tanks. I'm glad I didn't, because when I did that the next morning, I did not have any more propane. So I would have been really mad if I'd have gone out there in the cold, in the blizzard, and changed it around to have it not work. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, you guys, next up, we have card number 2. So let me grab my little dimensions here, because I got to cut up all these card kits when I get done. We are going to be using Memento Black and Pumpkin Pie ink. We're also going to do a little bit of coloring. We'll talk about these markers. I have the Baker's Twine Essential Pack here. We're going to use the one that looks like crumb cake. some of our mini dimensional outside edges. And I'm bringing in the nested essential dies. Hang on, I gotta get the tape off of these so I can show you how to do this. And I'm going to be using these two. So the two middle dies from these rectangle, rounded corner rectangles. And again, this is the nested essential dies. I had this one out because I was going to use this to make another Zinnia card, but I did not get to that. I will make one with that though. I'm going to have so much fun with this Zinnia set. I'm really excited about it. And of course, bright, beautiful, colorful paper really helps, right? Makes you happy all over. Okay, cardstock layers. Let me get my dimensions out here. We are going to, I have my envelope. I'll leave that right over here. I've got a card base. This is pumpkin pie, 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to fold that in half. I've got a 4 by 5.25 basic white, 3 3/4 by 5 basic white, black, basic black at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And why is the light on outside? We've got a, like one of those automatic lights that comes on when there's movement. I don't know. Hope nobody's out there. I think Steve was watching a movie. Maybe he went outside in the garage. Who knows? Okay. I just noticed it, just like squirrel, right? And here we go. I'm reading comments, not codes, comments. Yeah, Audrey says she makes a gazillion cards when she finds something she likes. I like to do that too because, you know, like designing cards can take a while, right? So if you find something you really like, why not? Just go for it. Okay, I'm going to do the inside first. And let's make sure that I have the right layer here. And I didn't. I had the front layer. We're going to do the inside. So the first thing I'm going to do, let me get back to my... I'm going to use the sentiment that says, words fail to express my gratitude. And I love these fonts together. I just think they're so cool looking. And then we're going to grab the Zinnia that is a single flower. So I like to do my words first because if I mess those up, I can just turn it over and start over. Not much work done, right? And that looks crooked. Let me try that again. See? There's a reason. Oh, my E didn't turn out right. Hang on. I have lots of cardstock. I'll use that for scraps. Don't worry. I never throw those away. That looks really good. Okay, so I've got that. Then I'm going to do my Zinnia. Mary Lynn says it's okay, Kelly. I'm an acorn short of a squirrel picnic. I hear you, Mary Lynn. I hear you. Okay, I'm going to stamp this. There we go. And the glass mat is really nice because it doesn't matter if you get ink on it. But earlier today, I messed something up because I forgot the ink was there. Hang on, I got a little glue. This is that cleaning cloth that I love. So I'm going to wipe that up before that happens because it was not fun. Yeah, it's never fun when that happens. Okay, next we are going to color this. And what I did, I'm using dark lemon lolly. And I'm going to color in those little, are they called stamens, I think? I don't know. I always kind of giggle because isn't that like a body part? Can I whisper that? I don't know. Like, you know, a lady body part? I don't know. I'm going to put a little bit... something like that. I'm going to put a little bit of, this is dark pumpkin pie, around this little center. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with that yellow. And I'm going to blend that so it's not so stark. I love these markers because you just can look like just an artist. Look at how pretty that is, you guys, right? Okay, enough with that. I am going to use my dark pumpkin pie. And here's what I did. I went and I outlined these petals. At first I just kind of colored where the little lines are, but then the second card that I made, I did this, and I liked it a lot better. And some of these smaller petals out here, just color the whole thing in with the dark. It'll really look cool. Trust me. Trust me, she says. So when I took Steve to the ER, I had a routine doctor's appointment there. So I dropped him off at the ER. And then I was waiting to hear from him. And while I was there, I went to the hospital gift store. Do you guys ever do that? Like, I love gift stores at hospitals. Every time I go in one, I find something very unique. And it's always something that when I buy it, I get great use out of it. Like, I found a sundress one time and I just wore it forever. Like, I loved it. I found this orange like hair clip. You put your hair up in the back with one of those clips, and it was orange, and I happened to have something that was orange, a shirt, I think. And I wore that constantly until it finally broke. You can find really neat purses at hospital gift shops. So I went to that gift shop and I bought this really cool, it's like a shirt jacket. And, you know, those places are kind of expensive, right? I don't shop that much. And I threw the receipt out of my purse and it was on the counter. And Steve found it, I think, yesterday. And he goes, "What in the heck is this? What did you buy at the gift shop? A jacket?" I'm like, "Yep." He goes, "Wow." And I said, "I will not apologize." He started laughing. Yeah, I don't give him a hard time about the stuff that he buys. One time I did find out that he bought this super expensive pair of shoes and he hated them. And the only reason I found out is because he said they were like $100 and some and I hate them. And I'm like, "Whoa, wait, what?" Like, not hunting boots, but just shoes. I'm like, "Whoa, what? You spent $100 and some on some shoes? Are you crazy?" So, yeah, it was kind of funny. But yeah, he said, "You spent what on this jacket?" And I said, "I will not apologize." And he just started laughing. I don't do stuff like that often, but I really liked it. And I know my history with the gift stores at hospitals, and I've always gotten really nice stuff there. It's like a boutique store is what it is, you know, and boutiques are kind of pricey. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Okay, so I always do the dark first and then come back in and blend it with that light. And I'm going to kind of come in here. I can still see a little bit of white in between these little yellow, whatever they're called. Look at it. Isn't it so pretty? Is the light on it okay? Look at how pretty that is. Gosh, it's just gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to set that over there. Now we're going to do the front. The front is really, really cool, you guys. Okay, here's our dies. So that piece that I messed up, we're going to use that. And I am going to, my dies are face down on my table here. I've got some temporary tape. And I am going to center this smaller one in the middle of the bigger one. And you really do need to get it centered. So I kind of futz with it a while and looking, oh shoot. Hang on. Hang on. I want you guys to be as excited as I was with my new cutting plates. I know, right? I probably only put out new cutting plates once every year or once every other year. I'm not even sure. It happens very seldom. But I got some new plates and I was pretty excited about them. Okay, so I futzed around with this until I got it perfectly centered. Put some temporary tape on it. I just want to really hold it in place, okay? And then we're going to run this through our machine. go. And what I'm creating here is a frame. And I use this tape over and over and over again until it like disintegrates. Like it is. I use it a lot today. Okay. Here we go. This is actually the part that I want. I want this frame. So this piece I'm going to take and put in my set of dies, which I have completely lost. Huh. Has anybody seen them? Everything's falling over. Hang on. Oh, here they are. Okay, so I just take this, put it in here. I can use it later. Oh, that doesn't go in there. It goes in the other one. Well, I'll find it later. But anyways, I do save those. Okay, so I can put these back. And now I've got this cute little frame. We're going to take that 3 3/4 inch piece. And we are going to ink up our big Zinnia stamp. Ooh, hang on. I'm getting very warm. Kathleen says she loves the gift shop at hospitals too. She bought 2 purses there. I know, right? Steve thought I was crazy that I went shopping there and would spend that kind of money on a little shirt jacket thing. And I'm like, Steve, but you don't understand. It's a boutique. And the stuff is usually super good quality. And, you know, years ago, I could never do that. So, and I don't do it very often now. But I was pretty happy. Okay, black ink. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it right over here on the edge of my card. My layer, I should say. I want that to be nice and thick. Yay. Okay. Then I'm going to grab the Thanks So Much. Again, love the font. Black ink, and I'm going to stamp that super duper close to my flower. Okay? And you want to kind of try to get it straight because that's pretty important. All right, now I took that same die. Here it is. I took the same die that I used for the outside of this and I die cut it on a Post-it note. Now what I'm going to do here, we'll deal with that Post-it note later. I got ahead of myself. This frame is going to go right here, okay? And so it's really important that you get this straight because if it's not straight, it's going to look all silly. And mine is a tiny bit crooked, but I think it'll be okay. So what I want to do here is I'm looking at my flower. I want to see how much of my flower I need to color because I only want to color what's in this frame. So I'm going to put my finger right about here. That's where the frame, inside of the frame is going to end. Not the outside, but the inside window area. And this is Lemon Lime Dark. And I've got that colored. And then my flower is going to be the oranges and, again, the yellow. So I'm going to use the Lemon Lolly Dark on the inside in here for these little deals. Okay. And then I'm going to do my darks. I'm trying to read comments here, but I got to color. That takes some concentration. You know, you understand, right? If I miss any questions, you guys, please feel free to ask again. But coloring takes all my concentration. I'm not that great of a colorer. I like to color, but I'm not super duper good at it. So I've got to be on my toes here. Yeah, I feel like I'm hungry, and that soup should have really filled me up, so I don't know what's going on. Weird. Okay, I'll put a couple more little things down in here. That looks good. Okay. And I think if I take my frame back here, I got to do a little bit of this over here. Just a little. More little piece there. Yep. Cool, huh? Okay. Wait till you see this done because it's really pretty. Now I'm going to use my pumpkin pie light and I'm going to come in and blend all this dark together. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Oh, I went out of the line there a little bit. Sometimes I have good luck with this blender. What is this thing called? Color Lifter. I'm going to try it. You want to stay away from the ink. Sometimes that'll bleed. We'll see. That should dry fine. Color Lifter is a pretty good friend. Not going to lie. All right. So there we go. Now we're going to take this frame. I'm turning it upside down. So I'm on the back of it. And that's where my dimensionals are going to come in. And I'm going to use the edges of the mini dimensionals to cut some little strips. I don't need many of them. Oops, sorry about that clanky. Okay. Oops, that's got 2. I don't want 2. Okay, here we go. And again, take your pick tools, my best friend. It just makes my life easy, right? Use it for all these little things that I can't quite get a hold of. There. Okay. So Haley's having Dawson's birthday party next Sunday. And it's all about, I think, basketball. So she sent me some pictures of some really cute little party treats. And I am going to take care of that. I think I need to go a little bit more, you guys, on this stem. I can see a little bit of white there. Okay, I think we're going to be good. So the one thing that I'm really looking at here is this side and this, because that has to be straight, right? That you don't want your little frame to be all wonky. Okay, now that we have this on here, we're going to take this Post-it note and we're going to put it on here. And then I'm going to grab my scrap paper again so I don't get little splatters everywhere. We're going to grab a black Stampin' Right marker and I'm going to do a little flicking. Now, flicking takes a little bit longer than ink to dry, so be mindful of that and don't mess up your beautiful creation by smearing it at this point, okay? We're going to leave that sit there. While that's sitting there, here's my twine, and the twine is 12 inches long, and I'm going to grab my bow jig here, and I'm going to do a double bow. And if you don't have some type of a bow tire, I do sell these. They're $10. If you want one, just pop me an email with all I need is your email address. And I will invoice you through PayPal. And I don't make money on these. I just pay for what I pay for them and the shipping and the envelope. So, okay. But they're fantastic. When you do order one, I send you a video that shows you how to tie a bunch of different kinds of ribbons and bows and stuff with this thing. It's pretty nice. Okay, so here comes that mini glue dots. Ah, thank you, Mary Lynn. Mary Lynn says another super winner, Kelly. Thank you so much. I had so much fun with this today. I seriously was just almost giddy. Like, oh my gosh, I got a whole day of creating, which doesn't happen very often. And I saved all my leftover waffles because it was just me and Steve, and you know how much waffles make, right? And I put them on 2 pans and put them in the freezer because I don't want them to stick together. And then I took them all off and threw them in a gallon Ziploc bag. And I used my new toaster oven that I got for Christmas and heated up the waffles in the toaster oven. So I got to have waffles again for breakfast today. It's pretty sweet. Okay, so I got my ribbon right there. I put it right on my frame with a mini glue dot. Here comes that black that makes that beautiful pop, right? And then we've got, oh, look at, I set that on my stamp, but it's not going to matter because we're going to put this on the front. Yep, we'll be good. I'm like, what did I just do? I'm going to cover up that ink mess that I made. Put this right on the front. Oops, it's crooked. Hang on. Again, reason why I love glue. Oh, well, I didn't do very good with that, did I? First day with a mini glue dot, Kelly. Okay, there we go. So pretty, so pretty. Wait, we need embellishments. Where are they? Does anybody see them? Good grief, I have like 8 packs of them open. Here they are. I'm really not kidding either. Look at all of them. I'm not kidding. I have like 8 packs open. I don't know how that happens. All right, so I'm going to do one right here. Excuse me. I'm going to grab a big one and I'll put that, whoops, right here. And then I'll grab another small one. Oops, that's underneath that other plastic. I'll put one right up here. And then this is our inside. I might be ready for a new bottle of glue. Gosh, I got a new chamois last week, new embossing plates, and now a new glue. It's like Christmas here. Okay, you guys, what do you think? Isn't that pretty? I love this. Okay, so of course, you know that I have to do the envelope. So let's do that. Let me clean my stamps up here, and then I'll show you some other colors that I made, because that makes it just like Christmas too, doesn't it? Gosh, you just hate to junk this all up, right? It's hard. It's hard when you get new stuff and then you mess it all up. Oops, hang on, I put this in here wrong. And this one. This is a pretty big stamp, and I see I got some edges on there, so get this all cleaned up. This, by the way, is a Simply Chamois, I think it's called. Just Chamois, S-H-A-M-M-Y. M-M-Y. Absolutely love it for cleaning my stamps. Like, it's my go-to. All right, I'm going to take the orange here. I'm going to grab that scrap of printer paper again. And the big Zinnia. And I'm going to start kind of in a weird spot because I don't want this to look uniform, right? There we go. Here's our beautiful envelope with our beautiful, I call this a frame spotlight because we're spotlighting only the flower that is in the frame. Hang on, I'm gonna get this cleaned up again. And, whoops, sorry guys. Then I'm going to show you my other colors. How about, oh, my bow is all jacked up. How about a little lemon lolly? What do you think of that? Isn't that pretty? Look at how pretty that is. I love that. There's lemon lolly. And here comes real red. Which one is your favorite? Which one do you like the best out of the 3 different colors? Okay, now this Post-it note, you guys, I am going to, I'm probably going to put it in here, although it goes with the nested essential dies, but I might use it again for this set. So that's a good place for it. All right, did I miss any questions? I would like Rose's Berry Burst. Berry Burst. Okay, yeah, pumpkin, lemon lolly, pumpkin, lemon lolly. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, I thought about using Berry Burst, but Real Red is another color in the paper, so that's why I chose it. I chose it based on what was in the designer paper, even though I didn't use designer paper. Hang on while I get a drink. Pumpkin pie, red. I think I like the orange, the pumpkin pie the best. And the reason is because I really love this flower, like the yellow on the inside. I don't know. They're pretty. They're all pretty. Yeah. And then we've got the orange in there. So that's kind of stunning too, right? Okay, we are ready. Hang on. We are ready. This is the card that you will get in your kit, and it'll come with all the things except the embellishments. But if you place a $75 order with me, you'll get a whole pack of the embellishments. And I'll show you that kit when I get done here. Okay, next up, we have another card, which, quite frankly, I think is my favorite. So it wasn't at first, but then I did some extra things to it, and now I think I'm just madly in love. Not gonna lie. Okay, here comes all our goodies. Let me look at this. Where's my purple ink? What is this? Highland Heather. We're gonna use Highland Heather with the Memento Black. Hang on, let me put all these away. Okay, so we've got Highland Heather, Memento Black. We're going to use that embossing folder. So we've got this. And my dimensions. Nydia says she loves the bow jig and the one she bought for her two friends. It really is a great gift for stamping friends. If they don't have something to tie a bow, you're available to show them how to use it. I actually owned my bow jig for a couple years, and it sat on a shelf because I was so excited about it. I got it because somebody, showed it to me at a stamping event, and then I brought it home and I didn't know how to use it. So that kind of sucked. So it sat on a shelf for like probably 2 years before my friend Denise came over, and I said, hey, I got this thing. How do I use it? And she showed me then. And I think I actually bought it from her. So, yeah, that's how things go sometimes, right? Okay. Hang on. We have Highland Heather is our base. This is 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to fold this. Then I've got basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. I've got crumb cake that is 3 3/4 by 5. Why isn't that on my? I know it's 3 3/4 by 5. I don't have it on my list, so I'll have to make sure I put that on there. Otherwise, I'll forget to put it in the kit, right? And then I have a piece of that beautiful old olive glimmer paper. This is 3/4 by 3.5. I've got a piece of the designer series paper, and this is 3/4 by 3 3/4. I've got a 1/2 inch strip of basic white, and we're going to actually cut that down to 3 3/4. And then Old Olive and Berry Burst scraps. And then I took the designer paper that has this on one side and the zinnias on the other, and I cut out 4 pieces of that. These are 1.5 by 1.5 inch squares. So first thing we're going to do, we are going to take our crumb cake piece. Now this is going to be a landscape card. And if you look at your Zinnia folder, the flowers actually grow up like this. So here's our logo. The flowers are going this way. And my card is going to be this way. So I'm going to put it in here, my crumb cake layer in here. I'm going to run it through my embossing machine. And I'm going to get this. Then we're going to take these scraps. We're just going to get everything ready here. And I'm going to somehow find my dies. Here they are. Like, where did they go again? I'm going to find my dies, and I'm going to take this little flower on the berry burst and this image of the leaves with the stem on the old olive. We're going to die cut those. And here they come. So that's what I have. Okay, I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue. And earlier I put too much glue on this, and I hate it when glue comes squirting out, but just a tiny little bit of glue. A little bit more than that. There we go. And these are all, they emboss while they die cut. So that's really fun because your leaves have some lines in them that make them look really nice. That's just a little bit too much. I hate it when glue comes squishing out. Okay, here we go. That's what I've got going on. I'm going to take a mini dimensional and I'm going to put it under the flower part, just like that. Oops, let me grab this so you can see it. There we go. Did that. I'm going to set that over there. Hang on, I got glue on my fingers now. And of course, everything's going to stick to them. Okay, there we go. Set that right over there. Okay, let's do the inside. I've got another sentiment from the Comforting Thoughts. And for anybody who came in late, this whole Zinnia collection and this stamp set Comforting Thoughts is part of our new online exclusive product offering that starts on Tuesday, March 5th. So just so you know, if you try to go to the store before then to find it, it's not there for you unless you're a demonstrator or discount shopper. Okay, this little 3/4 by 3 3/4 inch piece is for the inside of my card. So I want to kind of lay that there. Let me get some more ink on here. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment. It says, I wish. This is why we do not glue things down, right? That's why. This says, I wish I could make this better. Let's put this back on here. I just like that on there for placement purposes. There we go. Okay, that makes me happy. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to take this 1/2 inch strip, and this is just going to be a strip. So when you get your kit, you're going to cut it down to 3 3/4. I just want you to know that it's just it's a 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 inch strip. And I get these when I cut my inside white layers. I have a whole cup of them here, so that's where they come from. And I'll just throw one of those in your kit. I'm going to use the one that says sending flowers and thinking of you. So I got to bring this in here so I can kind of get my head over top. Yeah. There we go. I was thinking the other day I should call my hairstylist and get my hair trimmed before we go to Houston. That would be a really good idea. I don't know if I'm going to have time for that. I got a lot of stuff to get ready before we go. Okay, so 3 3/4, I said. It's 1/2 inch by 3 3/4. Let's see where I'm at. I'm getting a little close down here to this U, so I'm going to back it off just a little bit. Hang on, let me get that little piece of paper out of there. Where's my take your pick tool? I see a little piece of paper in my channel. That's from that sliver we cut off that first card. There we go. Okay, so There we go. And I'm going to come down here. Now I'm going to measure 3 3/4. And it's not like it's that big of a deal, but we're going to put a layer under this and I want it to look great. So being very anal about it. All right, we're going to put this underneath this sentiment. So I'm going to grab those mini glue dots because the best thing to stick to glimmer paper when you're putting a layer on it is magical mini glue dots. And what makes them so magical, you might ask? They stick to glimmer paper. So obviously they're magical, right? Okay, and I want to get this centered from side to side and top to bottom. So I'm kind of coming in here at a weird angle so I can see my ends and my top and my bottom. Does that look good? Look at how pretty that is, right? It's a little bit shorter. This glimmer paper was 3.5 inches, while this sentiment is 3 3/4. And I just really like that look. A little bit peeking out of there. Okay, let's start gluing some stuff together here. We did all the prep work. And this piece is going to go right over here. I've been doing this a lot where I make it shorter than the actual layer. I don't know, I really like that look. It's kind of neat. We're not going to look at this, right? Nobody's going to see that. And again, my base is Highland Heather. Okay, great bloopers tonight, Joanne says. Thank you, Joanne, and you're welcome. I planned all of them. Of course, if you believe that, how do they say that? I have a bridge someplace to sell you. I can't remember where the place is. I can only remember half of those sayings. Like only half of, so that they don't make sense, right? I can't even say that stuff anymore. It's like, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, here comes our pieces. So here's what we're going to do here. We're going to look at these and see which ones I like the best with the flowers on the front. I definitely like this one, right? And I'm pretty sure I like this one the best. So we're going to use these two. These other two, we're going to flip over and use the other side. So I'm going to come in here with one of the flowery ones. And I'm going to put that flower down here in the bottom right corner. And you'll see why in just a second. So here we go. I'm just going to space it evenly top and bottom on this crumb cake layer. By the way, isn't that embossing folder so pretty? Yeah. And then here comes the purple. I love this purple. I love, love, love it. Okay. And then we're going to come in with this one. So I'm just alternating. And of course, you could use 4 different patterns, colors on here if you want to. I just really like the look of this. I was going to use different ones, but then I really like just the look of this. Like it just really grabbed me. And here comes our other flower. And I think I'll go, yeah, maybe like this. Okay, so that's not really that exciting, right? But wait, there's more. Like I said, I think this is like my favorite card out of all 3 of them tonight. And at first it wasn't. I was like, oh, that looks okay. And I'm like, gosh, I gotta be able to do something more with it. So here's where the more comes in. I'm gonna come in here and I am going to lay this right down here. Make sure I get it straight. Oh. I'm going to take my piece. This is a 4 1/4 inch piece of the wavy trim. Remember that wavy trim? Love this stuff. So I just put it on my order because I'm almost out. I thought I had another roll, but I don't. Don't worry. I will have it here before these kits need to go out in the mail. Which, by the way, you guys, hang on, I got a little piece of fuzz in my mouth. I always try to get the kits out in the mail by the Monday after my next live. So the kits for these will go out in the mail on the 12th. Just so you know. I still feel like I have fuzz in my mouth. Okay, so I am going to pick up another piece or another magical mini glue dot, the magical ones. It always reminds me of Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. It's one of my favorite cereals. I don't eat it anymore because obviously it's horrible. But I sure loved it as a child. It's Haley's favorite too, I think. And I'm going to trim that off. Look how pretty that is, right? So this is where I got with my card, and I thought, oh, that does look pretty. I like that green on there. I like my sentiment, but it needs a little something else. And that's where this came in. And this, for me, put it all together. I'm just going to tuck this right under there. There's one dimensional under my flower there. And now we need to embellish. Where did those darn things go again? Here they are. And I'm going to take and put a little iridescent rhinestone right there. And I'm going to grab a big one and put it right there. And then I have so many packs open. I am so bad. Then I'll grab a medium one. Oops, hang on. And I'll put that right there. I think we got it. What do you guys think of that? It really came together, didn't it? Like at first it just like, I'm like, oh, I don't know about this. I don't know. Before I put this on, before I put that on, then I thought, oh, I need some kind of ribbon or something over there. And then it all came together for me. So, sending flowers and thinking of you. I wish I could make this better. We still have an envelope. Oh, I got an extra envelope there. I don't know why. So, where did my big flowers go? Right here. Here's my big flowers. It's clean, like how I did that. Here comes my Highland Heather. I'm going to put my ribbon scissors away. Been pretty good with those, not going to lie. It's challenging for me to only use those scissors for ribbon because, well, I'm forgetful and oftentimes lazy. I'm a lazy stamper. Not a lazy person, just a lazy stamper. Here comes some Highland Heather zinnias on our envelope. How's this working for you guys? Oh, right? I love it. I love it so much. Thank you so much. I know, right? Sending flowers and thinking of you. I wish I could make this better. Yeah, this set, I just opened it up today and I'm like, oh my gosh, we've got I'm here for you. Cancer sucks. We're here for you. I'm so sorry. You can do this. You're not alone. Healing, peace, rest. I wish I could make this better. I don't have all the right words to say. I do have a lot of love to give. Wishing you comfort. Hope this is a feeling better kind of day, which we used. Thinking of you, praying for you, hoping with you. There is no good card for this. Right? This is like so perfect. I love this. Comforting Thoughts, available Tuesday, March 5th. Okay, so I did not make another color in this one because, well, I had to eat and take a shower. But here are the cards coming back. So we've got the Lemon Lolly, the Real Red, and the Pumpkin Pie. The Pumpkin Pie is the one that I'm going to be making for the kids. So that's the supplies you'll get. And then I will be using more than just this designer paper. I will coordinate, with whatever I need to do to get these cut up into kits. But we've got these, and I'll be making this probably using the Lemon Lime Twist. So here's all the cards that were part of the Zinnia set. This is my current host code. This is going to be available as a kit through next Saturday. And here's what I wanted to show you guys. This is what the kit will look like. It comes in a bag that says Happy Mail Kit. It's got the date of the video on it. So if you save this for a couple months, you're like, oh my gosh, what video was it? You can go back to my blog and look for the post from March 3rd. and you'll be able to find this easily. I will also be sending a PDF file for your order with all of this in it, and it'll tell you go up to 35 minutes and the video starts there for card number 1. At 55 minutes the video starts for card number 2. So of course you get the embellishments, the iridescent rhinestones. When your order reaches $75 or more, you're going to get these included. These are in order. This is the first card we made. So we've got the DSP. You're going to cut it at a slant. We've got the white layer, the ribbon, and that card base. Okay. This one I have to score and fold to get it in the packet. Next up is card number 2. We've got the 3 3/4, the smaller white layer, the bigger white layer, the twine. I will be die cutting the frame for you and the layers to do that. And third is the one we just made with the wavy trim, your embossed crumb cake layer. You get the glimmer paper, the strip for your sentiment, the die cut for the flower and the leaves, and your squares here, as well as your card base and your layer for the inside. So these kits really are fantastic. Now, what happens if you get one of these kits, but you don't have the Zinnia suite? You're going to have the designer paper to make this one. You just need a long sentiment to cut in the middle and do that, right? You can use any type of stamp set for this if you don't have that particular Zinnia stamp. Like, just use these and challenge yourself to use these layers and come up with something, even if you don't have what I used to make them. So these all come in order. You take them out very carefully. This will be all nice and sealed up. If you qualify for the embellishments, they will go right in the front there. And this is how you get your free card packet, you guys. Yay! So fun. All right, I have some mail to share with you, so don't go running away. If anybody asked me a question and I did not see it to answer you, please ask it now. Did I say not gonna lie? I say that a lot. Jean says when a person says not gonna lie 4 times in an hour, it makes me very suspicious. Well, I know I say that a lot, but yeah, I agree with you. That makes me a little suspicious too, except when it comes out of my mouth, Jean. Then it's not suspicious. I'm not going to lie to you about anything, but I do say that a lot. It's just a figure of speech. Renee wants to know, when is the Zinnia bundle available? It is available on Tuesday, March 5th. That is when you will be able to order all of the online exclusive products. And when you go to the online store, you're going to click on what's new, I believe, or you can click on menu and then go to online exclusives, but it's going to be in the what's new. And I'm sure there's probably going to be a banner going across the Stampin' Up! Website on Tuesday. Okay, this is from Mirren Big Rig from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Look what she sent me. I don't know if there was a note in here and I lost it, but look at this. This is Post-it notes. Isn't this so nice? And this is a calendar. And look how pretty that is. Like, so, I love this set. But look at that. It's a desktop calendar with little Post-it notes. Very, very nice. Oh my gosh, Marion, thank you so much. That was so sweet of you to send that to me. I love it. Next up, hang on, I got more questions. Is the droplet stamps a distinctive one? Yes, as a matter of fact, it is. Let me see if I can find it. Where did it go? I think I set them. Oh, right here. Dazzling droplets. Yes, ma'am. It does. It has the distinctive markings. This is so, so pretty. I love this thing. Good question. What else do we have? Will the wagon from the wagon set work as a trailer for the truck set? Well, that's an interesting idea. Let me look. Let me look. The truck set. Let me grab my truck punch. See if I can find it here. It should be on my truck Here it is. Okay, so here's the truck punch. And here's the wagon. That's a really good question. Thanks, Corrine. I would say it's a big trailer. I think it's a little too big. But you might be able to cut it off and make it smaller. You could actually make it shorter too with some innovative die cutting. Let me flip it around this way. See, it's kind of big. So that's a really great idea. You could maybe make it work. Depends on how innovative you are. Good question. I never thought about it. Beautiful cards tonight. Thank you guys so much. I have some more mail to share. So hang tight. Let me see if I can get these dies back in here. Oh, God, I'm crunching up my little paper. Let's see. Did I get any more questions? Don't forget to give me that thumbs up, you guys. Click on that like button. That really helps me out. And please share my video. You get entered in a drawing to win fabulous prizes. More mail. Hang on. Here we go. This, hang on, I got to take something out of it. This is from Connie Piasecki. She is on here tonight. Connie was part of the Lavender Dreams Stamping Escape event that Barb Dina and I did the weekend of February 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And can I just say, that is the biggest event that we have ever put on. And we got nothing but rave reviews. Everybody loved it. They said, oh my gosh, you guys, you really outdid yourselves. It was so incredible. It was super fun to put on. Everybody had a blast. This is part of that perennial lavender suite of products. Connie sent me this card. Big thanks to you and your besties for the awesome Lavender Escape Retreat. What a job the three of you did with amazing cards and projects. I just can't thank you enough. Connie sent me some fun money for you and the girls to enjoy during on stage. Go enjoy a cocktail or two or buy yummy snacks for your room. Just want you all to know how much I appreciate you. Thanks, Connie. Connie, thank you so much. I actually took a picture and sent it to Barb and Dina with the cash that you sent and a picture of your card. And they're like, oh my gosh, that is so awesome. So we will be enjoying some beverages on you. And that was just so sweet of you. Thank you so much. I got to make sure I put that money in my suitcase and we'll toast you and send you a picture. Next up, I got a card from Brooke. Brooke is on my team. She is one of my assistants, and she does an amazing job for me, believe me. Look at how pretty this card is. Isn't that just beautiful with that sea turtle set? Thank you so much. Thanks for I gave her new big shot plates. She does a lot of die cutting for me, so I thought it was time for her to have new plates too. Figure if I'm getting new plates, she needs new plates too. So thank you, Brooke. This is absolutely stunning. I love it. Okay, the rest of the cards that I have are for Dawson and Molly for their birthdays. So I haven't opened them yet. I'm keeping them for the kids. And then I will share those with you guys when I do get them open. I will be live again on March 10th, which is next Sunday, same time, same bat channel. And I don't know what I'm going to use next week. We'll have to see about that. I don't know. But don't forget about that Latte Love online class that we have available. You'll find that on my blog. You'll find my online ordering button on my blog. You'll find the host code on my blog. All the things on my blog. Becky says, earlier you mentioned global cards as part of what you can get. Can you explain that a bit? Yes. Okay, so that probably doesn't make a lot of sense to anybody except me. I am part of a global design team, and each month our administrator picks a bundle or suite of products. And I believe the one that I'll be sending out the PDF file for is the hot air balloon, that whole suite of products. So there are, I want to say there's 12 of us. Don't quote me on that, but 12 of us on this design team. We've each made a card using that suite of products. We all use the same suite of products. We type up a project sheet. We take photos. We do a video tutorial, and that is never released to the public. It is only a gift that you can get from me as one of the design team members in a PDF file. So it's like, I don't know, it's like 20 pages long. Pictures, product, all the complete ingredients of products we use, the dimensions, written instructions, video tutorial. It's a whole big thing, and it's really cool. I give that to you as a gift. That's what global PDF is. It's just a group of demonstrators from all over the world that I happen to be a part of. It's a global design team. So that's why it's called global. I never thought about it. So thank you for asking that question. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a good one. Judy Bell says, first time watching one of your lives. Really enjoyed it. Love your cards. We'll be back for more. Every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, Judy. I hope you can make it again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Quincy says she loves the Zinnia set. Can't wait to order it. Judy says, as always, you've given us another wonderful night of creativity. Judy, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Jackie says, thanks and good night. Love the cards. Have a great time down in Houston from Elaine. She says, I'm disabled, so it's hard to make it down to such a big event. I would have loved to have gone. Thank you for such great ideas. I completely understand that, Elaine, because sometimes these events are pretty big. One of those little scooter things, though, I had a friend who injured her foot, and she used that at one of our conventions, and that worked out pretty good. Maybe something to think about, right? So, okay, you guys, I am going, it's 9 o'clock. Good grief. My watch is going dead. It's time to call it a night. I'm going to let you guys go. And again, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm always flattered that you spend your Sunday evenings with me. Really appreciate it, you guys. Have a great week. Bye-bye.